Okay, and we are back with part 2. Okay, we were talking about protecting her secrets. Okay, so we're, like I said, old girl, her dad promised her hand to somebody else in the club, but a little bit known to him, she was already in a relationship with this dude from her high school and everything like that. And like, you know, she fell in love with him. It was a whirlwind type of situation and everything. They were in, I'm going to say they were, if I remember correctly, they were in Vegas and they got married in Vegas. Okay, because they got drunk and got married in Vegas. All right. And she found, like, when she woke up, like, when he woke up hours later, she's not nowhere to be found in a text message saying that, you know, they have, like, you know, she's wanting a divorce. It is over and that she is sorry. So what I do, he go up into a small town up in the mountains and become a mountain man. Now, look at here. These mountain men that the authors be writing are some mountain men. Okay, they got the beard, probably like the long tresses of hair, depending on the author. They already, they bulked up and everything like that, and I'm like, I understand like the bulkiness because, you know, they chopping the wood for the wedding and everything like that, but ooh, okay, so it'd be weird. All right, it'd be weird. Okay, and so like I want to say maybe like 12-ish years almost go by. Okay, and our main female character, aka our wife, blows into town, okay, looking for him, and she catches him at the grocery store, okay, and he ain't having it with the talking. He's still mad at her and everything, and she's coming to ask for a divorce because she is getting married to the slob who her dad ended up saying that she has to marry and everything like that, okay, and so he go home and she asks his little friends where he stay at. And she goes up the mountain and they telling her like, hey, like, you know, you might not want to do that. It's a snowstorm coming. If you get caught in it, ain't no way down from that mountain for days. And she ain't listening. She's on a mission. She's a woman on a mission trying to get this divorce before her husband to be finds out because he's crazy. Okay, he crazy. He's not a part of the MC's the motorcycle clubs that Misty Walker usually writes about, which is more so like our do-gooder MC club who abides by the law and everything like that. So yeah, he's on the other side, on the other end, drug deals, gun deals, and all of that. Okay, so our sweet little angel, yeah, like she, you know, she is stuck on that mountain. I will tell y'all that. But it is so good. I love the character development from beginning to end, obviously. I love that our couple decides to actually give their marriage a try and everything. I just love, oh my goodness. It touched my heart, okay? It really touched it. Misty knows what she's doing. I got to get some more of her books, okay? The next book that I read was Make Your Move, which was a hockey romance, okay? And it is by Cali Mielle. Don't worry, guys. For the books that I read on my Kindle Unlimited app, I will put the author's names at the bottom and everything like that, alongside the book titles So if you know you guys want to go read these, check these out, you got the title and the author's name. All right. Make Your Move, hockey romance. We got a famous hockey player. We got a girl who sat there and was in love with him. And make it even better, brother's best friend, okay? It's a brother's best friend romance, hockey romance. Our girl, you know, they both had a crush on each other. He was leaving town because he was getting signed with a hockey team that was out of town. and everything. So he's getting traded to them. And, you know, she stayed home, went to college, she did college, and she worked at a science, I want to say like a space engineering job or museum or something like that. Something that has to do, I don't know how to explain it, okay? Like, all I know is that I believe, if I'm correct, it had to do with space, okay? So while he's gone doing his thing, she found herself pregnant, okay? And it was not by the brother's best friend. It was by a colleague of hers. They dated and everything like that. She found out that she was pregnant. He said, I don't want no babies and stuff like that. And she like, well, you know, cool beans. But you know, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not gonna ask anything of you. She said, I ain't asking nothing from you, but I'm keeping my baby. He like, okay, cool beans. And you know, the baby, you know, her daughter gets into the world and everything like that, and old buddy gets a job offer across the state, like literally on the other, like they on the west side, and he gets a job offer on the east side, not of the town but of the world. And she like, well, I don't want to sit here and have our child jump back and forth between households like that, and it's that far. And he like, well, cool beans, I'll sign up with my parental rights. Okay. So she say, okay. And he said, okay. He put his Johnny Cochran on that paper, and he was off. He was gone for 2-ish years. Let's just say we don't like him, and I'm going to let y'all know why. Okay, so brother best friend, he come back, right? And he sit there, and he, you know, they get together and everything. They end up together. Him and her end up together. Y'all going to have to read it to figure out what happens. But baby daddy rolls back in town, but he ain't alone. Baby daddy done got married, and he is the stepdaddy to somebody else's child. And I'm like, so you meaning to tell, I'm like, well, wait, hold on, pause. You meaning to tell me you could be a father to somebody else's child, but you can't be a father to your own blood? That's where I'm going to leave it. It do end in a happy ending. All of these books end in happy endings, by the way. Okay. Next, Black Ties and White Lies by Kay Singleton. I very much liked it. I'm just going to leave it at that. I very much liked it. It was so good. All of these books do have spicy scenes in it as well, okay? Gold Digger by Susie Tate. Now look at here. It was so sweet when my girl sitting there taking care of her little sister and everything like that, and she find her Duke Charming, not Prince Charming, but our Duke Charming and everything. So yes, I am very much in love with it. Secret Baby for the Italian Mafia King by Lia Zari. Look here, I love me a good mafia romance and everything like that, because yeah. So we got our girl. She slept with the heir to basically a mafia that her dad didn't like. I'm going to say like her dad's enemy. So she slept with the heir. Like, they're both heirs, okay? Like, you know what I mean? But he's the heir. He's the next in line to take over after his daddy. And she literally told him, if you successfully go out and do your initiation, which his initiation is to somebody, let's just say that you could get a little bit more than the kisses that we've been giving each other in public. And he did it. And he went back and he said, I did it for you. I offed this person for you. And I was like, this is toxic. This is wrong in the real world, but in the fantasy world, that's like a marriage proposal. But anyway, they do end up having a baby together. He didn't know it. She went out on a run because her parents died from him. His parents died from her parents. This, that, and the third. So yeah. Go check these books out, guys. They're really good.